Guys, so I just did an entire reading and forgot to hit record. So I'm just going to leave the cards where they are and go over it again. What I'm reading on is January 17th. What's going to happen? The FBI has sent a memo to law enforcement across the country warning of planned armed protests at all 50 state capitals in the United States. So I wanted to see what the cards would tell me about those protests on the 17th at the state capitals. So here's what I got. First card I got was Strength reversed. Strength in the upright position to me would be peaceful protests. Strength reversed to me means violent protests. Crossing that, we got the Death card. Now, that is the obstacle. The first thing I've got is to avoid people getting killed. Law enforcement is sending out the FBI sent out this memo to try to avoid people getting killed, to protect people. It's also about transformation and a need to transform, a need for something to die so that something new can grow. Underneath it all, I got the Five of Coins. This is in the subconscious. To me, there's also this thinking of this thought of loss to the economy. This is bad for the economy. These protests at these state capitals on some level is also bad for the economy. It's also a slightly optimistic card in this deck because you can see the door opening and the dog getting ready to be let in. So there's a little bit of hope in the subconscious here. In the past, we had the Ace of Wands. This to me is the incitement. The incitement on January 6th by Trump. Flaming the passions, flaming a new passion, getting people stirred up. On the mind, we have the Two of Pentacles. A need for balance. Trying to balance two things. Usually during turbulent times. But it's tricky. It's tricky to maintain this balance. Then in the near future, we got the Tower reversed. So there is going to be destruction. There is going to be mayhem. There is going to be destruction. There's going to be destruction at some of these capitals. I'm seeing this as more wake-up calls as this hits closer to home for people. That's what I'm getting with that. The fact that it's reversed makes me feel that it's related to it being violent. In the U position, Two of Wands reversed. So this is, as you can see, he's looking out into the future, deciding what he wants to do. To me, this is people deciding whether they want to even go to this or not. People that were maybe planning to attend may decide not to. And the reason that I'm feeling like that, but this is about a decision of what to do next, and it's reversed. Then we got the Four of Cups. This is about contemplation. This is in the environment. This is about contemplation. I feel like there are some people who are taking a step back, who are not so enamored with this offer to go to these protests as they were. Then the hopes and fears. This is we got the moon card. This is their hopes and fears. They're afraid of what may come out, what may happen. They're afraid of this darkness that's surrounding the protests now. There are hidden things. There are things that could happen that are not known. And they fear that. Or some people do. Then in the outcome, I got the Seven of Swords reversed. This is the lying, cheating, stealing card. And to me, when I was reading this, I wasn't sure exactly what part of this card this was speaking about. So I pulled 3 more cards to get clarity. And then I got the Five of Cups reversed, the loss, the depression, the sadness. So this is sadness over these lies, is what I feel like. It's very emotional, very depressed, sadness over what has happened. Some people actually are not happy about what happened at the Capitol. And then we have the walking away card, the Eight of Cups. Leaving something you loved behind. Moving on from it. And then also the Three of Swords reversed. Painful truth. Some information that coming out that is painful. We have depression, loss, sadness, walking away, painful truth because of this lie. This lie. And because it's reversed, I'm also getting that it's being lied to. Having been lied to is causing depression, a walking away, and this stab to the heart. So what I see on January 17th, I do see destruction. I do see property destruction, mostly. And the reason I say property is because I don't see, there were no knights that came out in this reading. So I feel like the law enforcement is going to do a very good job of protecting people. And that it's mostly going to be about property destruction. And it's also going to be, you know, anything that does happen that's negative at those protests, any violence or destruction, is just going to turn more and more people off. And also wake them up to being lied to. It's going to cause them to leave what they once loved behind. It's going to further push supporters, former supporters, away from that ideology, is what I'm getting from this reading. So that's what I see on January the 17th, protests at the 50 state capitals. Thanks, guys.